and I'm presenting to you assignment number 3. An agenda of what we're doing today is just an intro on social media's roles and responsibilities in political advertising. We'll touch on the Honest Ads Act and if it has a workable solution, the ethical ramifications that Facebook and Twitter have to go through on the course of action that they're taking, how does programmatic media affect these decisions, and whose action is best, Facebook or Twitter's, and why. So, just to touch on social media's role in political advertising, we see that Facebook is allowing free-for-all advertising with no validity, Instagram is offering paid-for-by advertisements, Twitter is banning all political advertisements, while YouTube is doing paid-for-by advertisements and the advertiser must be verified. When we talk about social media's ethics, should advertisements be allowed to spread disinformation? Twitter says that they believe in free expression and think every voice has the power to impact the world, however, they're the one banning all political advertisements. And we also think that social media should be transparent and that they should be able to speak the truth. On the flip side, social media platforms also are in the making money business. The political advertising business is predicted to be a $6 billion industry for the 2020 elections. An acronym alone is set to spend $75 million on digital advertising for the upcoming election. Also, in 2016, online advertising was in total $1.4 billion for political advertising. For the Honest Ads Act, I personally believe that the Honest Ads Act does have a workable solution, but not quite yet. It's a bill that's introduced in the U.S. legislative body to promote regulation of campaign advertisements online, and I think that it does have a workable solution because it's going to safeguard U.S. politics from foreign interference, which was a big issue with Russian interference on the 2016 election. It will also subject online political ads to rules modeled that we already see in TV and radio platforms. And it will also allow voters to know who is trying to influence them. And it's very important that on all platforms we are allowing voters to be educated and informed. The reason why I don't think that it's a workable solution quite yet is because we still have older people in office, but once we get younger people elected into office, this will be easy to enact by holding platforms accountable, and it will also disallow advertisements to be purchased outside of the United States. Now to touch on ethical ramifications. Facebook is allowing freedom of speech, which to some is a democratic necessity and human right. However, should you be able to tell lies freely? Should these lies influence people's votes? Versus Twitter, who is enacting speech limitations, but it will prevent misinformation from spreading, but it could prevent political awareness as well. Advocacy ads or legislative issues could be affected here, and how are we going to define those political ads? How does our programmatic media planning impact these decisions that Facebook and Twitter are making? Well, Facebook is going to be able to generate a lot of money from people purchasing ad space, and they won't have to monitor the people or content that is being purchased since they don't have regulations. This will also be able to allow Facebook and purchasers to target audiences more directly, while Twitter, on the other hand, is going to be missing out on income generated from political advertisements, and they're going to have to also find a way to monitor ads to make sure political ads don't find a way to sneak in, which will also be quite difficult to do. Finally, whose actions are best, Facebook or Twitter's, and why? When researching this, I decided to look into some statistics to see what people wanted. 65% of Democrats and 56% of Republicans were all against keeping political ads with lies and fabrications on social media sites, and 77% of registered voters said that they'd support a law prohibiting ads with falsehoods on social media. Because of this, I think a stance more like Twitter's is most appropriate because that's what the people want, and I think it's important to keep lies off of Facebook and Twitter, especially when it comes to politics. However, I don't think a ban is the right way, but I don't think Facebook's free-for-all is the right way either. So a happy medium would be the perfect solution, but more towards Twitter's actions. And these are my sources. Thank you for watching.